Join, join, join. I'm going to give it just a minute. I mean, I am really going to give it a minute because I know lots of people are live, lots of people are watching, and I only have just a few minutes because I'm busy. But wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I am going to address publicly Cropper, Shauna, Anitra, Gina, and it's not, I'm just going to wait just a minute. And the Turners. Matt is just Matt. So, I'll say it again. Wow, wow, wow. Double wow. Triple wow. But let me start by saying this. I came over here because there are children that have been hurt in this, specifically the Turner children. Nothing I have to say here has anything to do to take that away from the hurt that that family has endured, because they have endured lots of hurt. Lots. And my hopes is that they can move on. My advice to them, if they want to move on, if they truly want to move on, turn it off. You don't get it both ways. You just don't. And all this preaching and all this, oh, holier than thou, I'm going to exit stage left, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm not taking anything away from it because it was a show. But you see, when you want to walk away, you just walk away. It can be done at any time. And NJ and Justin, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to your children. I hope that this is enough for all parties to say, get to say, we won. Um, Meaning, hell to the king, King Cropper. Let me address you, Cropper. Does Karen Pettit Materna think you're a pedophile? No. Did I go low? Yes. I apologize for that, first of all. Am I going to be your friend? No. Do I think you do things that are completely against what I stand for with your mouth? Do I think you use your mouth to hurt other people? Absolutely. Is that a crime? No. Do it if you want. But what I'm addressing you for right now is Jim Cropper. Mr. Cropper. In over 20 years of watching some of the best manipulators that there are, Buddy Cropper, you just won the trophy. And I want to tell you that Karen Pettit Materna called it. Okay. There's nothing crazy about me, but I called it. Did I pull your strings yesterday? Absolutely. Was it fun? Yes. I hope you took it as fun. But I watched. I watched exactly what you did. Gina Nelms has been off the internet. She's been playing nice little girl. The whole scenario is the Turners target people. Gina Nelms goes off. Gina Nelms is off the internet. Oh, Cropper. So you cut a deal. And oh, Cropper, did you cut a doozy? And it came at a time where your girls, and I'm going to address them too, but your girls had pretty much the new mouthpiece for Gina had pretty much ran it into the ground for you. And you came out and pulled this off. I say kudos. Kudos, Cropper. I'll give kudos where kudos are due. What did I tell the Turners? I said, you better not do it. And I'll be serious, I actually cried, talked to NJ and Justin, and said, I can see straight through this. Don't do it. What are you doing? Well, and it was a long conversation. But you see, Cropper had gotten in to Justin's head. Cropper played the I'm a man and I respect another man game, which is exactly what Justin Turner was looking for at the time. So he swoops in, does this, and then when he does it, he throws a 24-hour deal in. So he covers all his team. His team's covered. He's already talked to them. They already know they're going to be quiet for 24 hours. He threw it on Justin and NJ, and they just thought it sounded good. So, yeah, 24 hours. Okay, well, NJ and Justin, you didn't talk to your team. And everybody screams, I'm an individual, I'm an individual, I'm an individual. But you're really not. There are sides, one side and the other. So, Cropper does this. And not only does he get the Turners to say, we're going away, we're not going to say anything, we're so ready for this to be done, but he puts them on his own live feed. And he brings Gina Nelms up there, gives her a platform to call NJ a bitch, but then backs off. And Gina puts in the comments, I'll take it down. I'll take it down. I've decided I'll take it down. Right? Right. And so, I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. This is the stuff you cannot make up. You cannot make this up. You cannot. This is better than what a screenwriter would work on for a lifetime. And that's why the title of my video, I will give kudos to where kudos are given, even though it's a sick game. Cropper, the trophy is yours. You set NJ in a corner because there was a narrative that the Turners attack, the Turners attack, the Turners attack. That wasn't working for you. They could always come back with, no, we're the victim. We're the victim. Now, what my opinion is on that is NJ and Justin have been the victim. But, so that narrative is going on and it's not working very well. Gina steps aside. Shauna steps up. So real quick, let me address Shauna and Anitra. Shauna and Anitra, I don't have anything personally against you. However, I do think you're probably not truthful all the time and you are involved in a sick game, but that's your choice. That's your choice. And so, and you know, it is absolutely unbelievable. So then on a video, the Turners have to sit and keep their mouths shut. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Cropper. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We agree with you. To the point that when I just watched Cropper, I was like, oh, did he write the script for Justin last night too? Exact same words. See, he got in his head. It was the exact, Cropper came out with the exact same words that he fed Justin last night on that live feed. Talking about NJ's live feed. So the whole time I was saying last night, and I will say this on NJ and Justin's, I was saying, wow, to want peace, you sure do sound pretty angry. Well, my friends, you're angry because you know deep down you lost. Justin, and I will say this, the sad part about it, and I told them this, I want everybody on here to hear this. I told them this. I said this to Justin and NJ. The next time they come, it will be bad. You only think you've been through hell. And that's my take on it. And I'll address Gina, you know. Kudos to well played. She played it. She sat over there and kept her mouth shut, kept her mouth closed. Kept her mouth closed while all this other chaos and drama was going on. So that when she reappeared, she had been off the internet. Off the internet. Out of it. Cropper brought her back in. And I'm just going to say, wow, wow, and wow. And to the Turners, you know, I can't be a support system. I can't be a support system for that. I can't. You were in a position where you very well could have walked away. You could have walked away. And, you know, hopefully you still can. And hopefully that will be your decision. Do I think it will happen? No. And so this will continue. This will absolutely continue. And the next time Gina Nelms comes for the Turners, she's coming. That's my opinion. Meaning she has had an agenda since day one. It has never gone away. And that entire side just played it like the most manipulative game of, and I'm going to say this, guys, and I'm just going to use this word because it is wow. And again, I'm not on here in a professional capacity at all. I'm going to say they just played the biggest game of mindfuck I have ever seen. So I'm here to say, you know, if that's what floats your boat and that's what you want to get trophies for, Cropper, you got it. You got the trophy. You got the internet trophy. And with that said, I will tell Randy Davison, all of them, buddy, you played it like, you know, that was the Super Bowl and you just made the last, it was tied and you just put your team's field goal kicker on the field with 1 second left and won the game. Now, is it a sick game? Absolutely. It is a sick game. Should children be involved? Absolutely not. But Karen Pettit Materna can't control adults either. I can support people that feel like they've been bullied on the internet or their children have been involved, but I can't fix it. I can't fix any of it. But what I can do, so Cropper, I wanted you to know that. I mean, and I will apologize for anything vile I ever said on a public forum. And guys, it's not because I'm afraid of Cropper or I'm afraid of what he's going to do to me. It's just because, you know, the way I see it, and I'm going to hang around because I want to watch. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I want to watch. This is a train wreck that I can't just turn my eyes away and act like it's not happening. All I can hope for is that children are not affected. And that is all I have ever hoped for, especially the Turner children, because it has been a long 3.5 years. NJ and Justin, I also want to say this to you. Um, and I made the choice last night. NJ can put out our messages because I stand by everything I said, and it will show. I called it. I called exactly what was happening. But when you choose to ignore people that you come to because you make them think that you trust them, which is what the Turners did with me. And I'm not just saying ignoring. I'm saying like this is what I'm doing. Justin beat his chest. I mean, just like Cropper wanted him to, and said, "Nobody loses in this." Well, look, Justin, it is what it is. It just is what it is. I mean, there has never been a more appropriate time to say it just is what it is. So I truly hope. I don't know if I left anybody out because I have been on here. I have ran my mouth. I have said things that I wouldn't say in my personal life or my professional life. I apologize to those people. I apologize to Cropper and Matt. Did I go low? Yeah, I went low. Real low. Not my first rodeo. And if you don't notice, I'll never get kudos for that, but it blew up. They couldn't stand it. Cropper, it was fun playing with you yesterday because the truth was I actually couldn't wait until your countdown ended so that I could see exactly what you were doing. And when you showed what you have done, and if you want to come out and say, "Oh, Karen Pettit Materna is wrong," that's not what I was doing because you have the narrative. It's not going to affect me either. I'm here to say, you, Jim Cropper, played an internet game that lasted 3 years. That is a sick game that involved children, involved law enforcement, involved all kinds of things. And you played it like you were out to win it. So, to that, it is what it is. I mean, I really don't have. I guess I didn't address Gina Nelms. Gina, I think you're still a piece of crap. I think you're a scammer, Cropper. You can attack me if you want to because I'm talking about Gina. Whatever. But it's my opinion. I was involved in Harvey. You scammed. Other people scammed, and you are vile. Just downright vile. So I'm going to look at these comments real quick because I've been really busy today. And I also want to say this too. NJ and Justin will know what I'm talking about. And by the way, I made a choice last night. I made a choice last night after NJ's video. I sent some messages. She has seen the messages, and I made a choice to block on Facebook. Um, because don't say you're walking away. God, don't say you're walking away and then come out like you have a bat in your hand and you can continue to swing after what just happened. And maybe it's a good thing because maybe you will walk away. We'll see. For your children's sake, I hope that you do. But as you know, you are where you are right now. Okay, somebody says, I have a right to express my feelings on what I see. And I'm just reading this because I know they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's not what happened." Okay, you can say whatever you want to. That's your right to say whatever you want to. About CPS, but no right to be mad about the other decisions. I don't know what that means. Um, Cropper thinks he's smart. Girls, be smarter. Too late for that. Just my opinion. And last night, I mean, God, last night when Cropper was saying, "Okay, G, I'll call you right when I get off the phone." Okay, G, and had Justin and NJ up there, Gina calling NJ a bitch. I mean, you can't make this up. And the couple that has been on the internet saying you will not take my voice away sat there and said nothing. I mean, you cannot make this up. Now, what happens next? For Cropper to still have his narrative, I don't know. He might say, "I can't be friends with Gina Nelms." It's all a game, guys. It's all a game. He hasn't won in my book. Um, well, the only thing I can say about that is he hasn't won in your book. Is the Turners have tried to do this before and been able to come back on the internet, but I think fighting this on the internet at this point is not going to help. Um, I have an opinion on seeing others screwed over after having others' backs. Um, True. You do. You play chess to win. Cropper is a chess player, a master manipulator. So is Gina Nelms. No, he ain't won shit. Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And again, I want nothing, no harm towards the Turners at all. Yes, and lo and behold, Judy was back on the internet too. That's all about to come in full swing motion. But what I did want to say to NJ and Justin is anything you had planned or anything that was going on as far as um, some true backing of a particular situation, Cropper just played that right out the window. And I will tell you why. And I sent it to NJ yesterday. Cropper called me a shit stir. That's what they wanted. That's what Cropper wanted them to think. And boy, did they think it. Cropper, I sent her you in Tracy Eric's live feed where it was just music. Throwing up hearts. Of course you did. You got this. I mean, if it what happens remains to be seen, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't. I mean, it just is what it is. And the key point to it is, and the sad part is that the only thing that Cropper's team had going for them is that NJ and Justin were the victims. And they knew that. But now they're not the victims. Now they're not. They agreed to go away. They agreed to walk away. And and cover it by saying, I saw a comment last night, cover it by saying, but I'll still stand up for myself. Well, everybody knows there's only one way to get out of this, and it's walk away. You don't get it both ways. So, anyway, does anybody want to come on for just a minute? Oh, is Judy Burger Smash? Judy. Well played, Judy. I didn't know that either. Um, well, I mean, they never leave. They never leave. I see the comment that says Judy never left. They never leave, but she hid well that time, in my opinion. Cropper needs to rein Gina in. Um, I don't think anybody reins Gina Nelms in, and that's just how that rolls. I don't know if I left anybody out. Anitra, Shauna. I can't think right now, but don't please nobody say, "Oh my God, Karen Pat Materna didn't say she said something vile about me." Anything and everything. Um, who just let out a big truth pill? And again, I want everybody to understand: did the Turners want it to stop? Absolutely. But y'all heard it last night. That was a bunch of anger. That didn't sound like somebody that wanted anything to stop. What month is this? This is August. So, I did want to say to, um, I don't know if I got a chance to say this to Tammy Weimer, um, because no matter what anybody says, I will stand for what's right. And I want to bring this point up too. This is how bad this is. When you're a man on the internet for 3.5 years with a bunch of women, and your whole narrative is, I stand up, I speak out for women, and then Tammy Weimer gets into Cropper's video, and her only question was, will you take the Invisible Steve account down?